Hello, First Family. Welcome to your Thursday update. I'm so excited to tell you that we finally have installed our one camera in the sanctuary, which means you're going to be able to watch this Sunday in high definition and a much better focus because it has a 30 times zoom. Also in the A.D. Lemons classroom, there is a camera that's been mounted, and we'll be using that for online Sunday school in the future and online Bible studies. I would like to thank the Bess Rayford Foundation, which gave us a grant to help cover the cost of those cameras. So thank you for those from the Bessie Rayford Foundation. Thank you also for 157 meals that you have been able to purchase for him for Thanksgiving meals. And I want you to know that Christmas is coming up and we have our Poinsettia Drive going on, $12 each. And if there's any profit, it goes to the youth fund. So if you'd like to purchase one in memory or in honor, you come by the church office and do that. We also have Funded Chair. The people on the Finance Committee and trustees would like to put 300 of these in the Great Hall. These are wonderful chairs, and they're $50 each. If you'd like to purchase a chair, you can purchase one at the church office. And if you'd like to look at the chair, it'll be in the front office also. So we're trying to fund a chair, get 300 of these. They're $50 a piece. And this Sunday, I'm real excited to be preaching on Jonah. And we'll be looking at that part of Jonah in chapter 117 through all of chapter 2, where Jonah gets swallowed by a whale. And I want you to know the importance of this story historically in the life of the church. This story was always used to symbolize the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It was used many times as a sermon illustration by the early church fathers. And that would be in the 300s AD. And I'll be quoting a couple of those this Sunday. And I want you to know how unique this is, how it influenced even the architecture. So Carrie's going to show you a picture. I'm just going to hold them up here. Well, this one right here, you'll see. I want you to see this big pulpit in Poland. It's a fish. And you can see right there the little pulpit and the microphone. So the pastor would crawl up into this fish and preach to constantly remind people of the resurrection of Jesus. That Jonah was in the well for 3 days and then was resurrected just like Jesus was. So it was so important that it was part of the architecture of the church. Now, we don't see influences like this in our day because we don't have churches in America that are from 300 to 1200 after the death of Christ. Whereas in Poland, for example, they had one. Now, here's another one that I like a lot. Look at this one, crawling up into this pulpit. This one's in France. Again, another pulpit with a fish. And you crawl up into it and you preach out of the belly or the mouth of the whale. Now, even before that, it was so important to the early Christian church that in the catacombs of Rome, where we find the earliest artwork for Christians, the earliest Christian artwork is found in the catacombs. Catacombs are where they buried people under the ground in big, huge mausoleums. And the church would worship down there because they were afraid of the persecution. So what did they do? Well, their first, like stained glass windows, where they worshipped in these catacombs, was to draw a picture of, again, the influencer, the prophet Jonah. So in this picture, you see the prophet Jonah being thrown over the side of the boat. And this is in a catacomb in Rome. Now this picture here, you can see, is he's being swallowed by the great fish. Again, in the catacomb in Rome. And our last one, in the catacomb in Rome, which I like, is Jonah finally being thrown up by the great fish in Nineveh, where he should have started off. So I want you to know that this Sunday, when we preach on Jonah, we're going to be following a great history of using this story as an illustration to point towards the resurrection of Jesus Christ. So come and we'll relive history and make it new in our own lives. God bless you and have a great week. Hope to see you Sunday in the pew or online.